Boxing Ego here. If you like this video, make sure you hit the like button and also subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon on the top of your screen to get notified when the latest new content drops. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego and I'm back with some more boxing. Make sure you smash the like button, also subscribe to the channel. Now, Floyd Mayweather, he might fight Conor McGregor. We don't really know. His uncle Jeff is saying that basically UFC is trying to rape Conor McGregor and get an 80-20% split. And Dana White responded after UFC 210. He says, "Fuck you, Bob Arum and Jeff Mayweather, piece of shit," or something like that. I did a video about it. But now, businessman Floyd Mayweather, he's very active, and he has a card coming up with Gervonta Tank Davis, who got into a little issue with Tank Davis got into a little issue with Tevin Farmer last night, and they have a fight May 20th, Mayweather Promotions, Tank Davis. But Floyd just posted this, and I'll go to his actual page so you can read it. Floyd Mayweather verified page. It's a cruiserweight bout, and he's calling for his fighter, Mayweather Promotions, the Money Team fighter, Andrew Tabiti versus Tony Bellew at cruiserweight. And then he says, follow Mayweather Promotions. And this is a good fight. I think it's a good idea. The cruiserweight division has been stale for a while, but now it's showing definite signs of life. Tony Bellew, he had the fight where he got knocked down. I forgot how to pronounce the dude's name. Starts with an M. And he came back and stopped him. Then he moved up, fought David Haye. I thought David Haye was a little bit too aggressive. He was trying too hard for a knockout. Then he started getting to more of a settled pace where he was trying to put things together, and then I think he was doing good, and he landed something. Then he tweaked and collapsed his Achilles heel or something, and then it was the Tony Bellew show. He could barely even stand. So Haye showed tremendous heart, but that's the outcome of it. I mean, realistically, you can say whatever you want, but David Hayes, he couldn't barely stand, and it was visible. So it's a good win for Tony Bellew because he was probably a massive underdog. He was the cruiserweight moving up to heavyweight. He didn't know that was going to happen, so he still took the fight. So Tony Bellew definitely has a pair. But I mean, I can't go in the David Haye versus Bellew fight, and it's not to take away credit from Tony Bellew. It's what we all witnessed with our eyes. It's just like Cotto versus Sergio Martinez. I picked Martinez to beat Cotto, but I didn't know he was going to be virtually handicapped within the first round. But credit to Cotto for being such a talent where he was able to exploit that and capitalize it. But I definitely don't think Tony Bellew is a real heavyweight. Like, he looked kind of tubby, kind of soft. He has mad heart. He's a good fighter, but he has been stopped at light heavyweight. And I think cruiserweight is more of his fit. He fills in well. He's like 6'3", and he's a good fighter. So I like this. This would be a step up in class for Andrew Tabiti. I seen his last fight. He handled business. It was I was in LA for the Canelo Chavez Jr. press conference, press tour. And then I shot over with my boy Rich. Shout out to Rich. And his new app, Sports Connect Us, download it. It's on Apple right now. And we shot over to the Mayweather Promotions card that they had with Tabiti fought on there, and he handled business. So it's a good fight. And the two, I think they were going back and forth on social media, and Bellew said something like, "Wait your turn. Everybody wants a shot at the king or the champ." And now Mayweather inserted his 2 cents. Now Mayweather has pull, whether you like him or not. He has pull to possibly get this done because, I mean, he has 14.9 million followers. People will see this. It's a public call out, and I don't know what goes on behind closed doors with Mayweather Promotions. However, I'm sure this is something that Tabiti wants if Mayweather's blasting it to his 14 million. So this is probably something he's already talked to him, and they want the fight, because why would he just, I mean, set his man up? But anyway, he's the promoter, so he's in charge of organizing the fight. So, and it looks like they think Tabiti's ready for that title shot. I love it. I think it's a good fight. I want to see Bellew in there with somebody with some skills. Obviously, training with Floyd Mayweather Sr., he's going to teach you some shit. And there's good speed. Like I said, the cruiserweight division was, for a while, it was kind of dormant. But now there's some interesting people at cruiserweight. The guy that beat the Breedis, that just beat Marco Huck. You also have Usyk, who just fought yesterday. Now, you could say whatever you want, but Usyk, to me, he's a good fighter, but I thought he was a bit better. Like, Lomachenko is clearly the best out of that whole Ukrainian pack. Now, Usyk is good, and he almost stopped Michael Hunter, but you got to keep in mind, I told you guys yesterday in the video post-fight, a lot of times these promoters catch people on the couch when they have 2 weeks to train, or one person's been on a long layoff. Trust me, they look at details like this. I know fighters, right? And the thing is, I wasn't really super impressed with the first half for Usyk in the fight with Michael Bounty Hunter, because he was off to a slow start, and to me it showed me some things that they kept saying, oh, he's a slow starter, but there's a difference between starting slow and looking like that. I thought Hunter pretty handily won the first 3 rounds. You know what I mean? Harold Letterman, okay, Jim, Usyk gets rounds 1 through 12. Like, hey, Letterman, we're only in round 3. I know, but I just like Usyk. Like, what are you talking about? I mean, these HBO commentators be horrible with the scorecards. They make you feel like you watch Golovkin and Jacobs and it was a one-sided fight. The way they're commentating the fight, it's just crazy. But I thought Hunter was doing good in that first half. Around round 4 or 5, that's when Usyk kicked it up a notch and started to take over. And then he did some really good work, let his hands go, got confidence, and Hunter progressively had a downward spiral. But that's kind of to be expected on 11, 12-month layoff or whatever. You know what I mean? If you're getting hit to the body and you haven't fought in a while and you're in there with someone good. But to me, like I said, with the Usyk, I expected a bit more, and his performances have been inconsistent. When he fought Glavowski or whatever, he looked very good, very sharp from start to finish. You know what I'm saying? But this performance, it was a little spotty to me, and I seen that vulnerability. So to me, as far as I'm concerned, at one point I was listening to the praise from HBO and the limited amount that I had seen and how fast Usyk challenged for a title, but it's no guarantee now. I was like, oh, this dude is probably the #1 guy, because he was looking sharp. But to me, it's wide open now. You got Bellew, you got Tabiti. There's some players, and you just have to fight a certain style fight. So to me, it's up for grabs who's the #1. Tony Bellew, if he fights Tabiti, that is a good, meaningful fight. And now you got Floyd Mayweather involved. Hopefully this gets done, because it sounds like Team Mayweather's ready for it. I don't know what Tony Bellew's going to do. He called out Deontay Wilder, which is, to me, doesn't make any sense. He shouldn't be in there with Deontay Wilder. I met Wilder in Vegas, and motherfucker's big. He's huge. Pause. Tony Bellew doesn't want that. He may think he wants that, but I wouldn't get gassed up off of the David Haye performance thinking you're going to do that to these borderline super heavyweights. You know what I mean? These guys that are just entirely too big and too strong. But the Tabiti fight, that's a good fight. You guys are both cruiserweights. You know what I mean? Tony Bellew he's the champion emeritus or something like that. So I want to see it, man. Mayweather's calling for it. Let's see how Tony Bellew responds. Let me know what you guys think. Drop it in the comment section. Make sure you share the video, like the video as always. Hate, comment, and subscribe. Till next video, it's Ego signing off.